morning. It's Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. I am Malcolm and I have my coffee. Thank you for joining me today. Random came in and said 17 hours. I'm not sure what he means. Hopefully I didn't screw up the broadcast again. I'm known to do that from time to time, and I do apologize, but welcome all the same. If you're listening to this later, thank you so much. Make sure you leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. I'm very quiet. All right, we'll crank this bad boy up. Is that better? Testing 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Of course not. Why would you be able to not hear me? Let's look and see what's going on here with this damn thing. Gonna max this bad boy out. Boom. They're kidding. Thanks, Ramesh. Always messing with me. Sounds like a computer mic. Well, I'm sorry, gentlemen. You'll just have to live with it today. That's what we got going on. I got this thing turned all the way up. And let's see, what's this one? That's my gain, huh? Maybe that'll help out a little bit. I don't know. I'm trying to work this thing out. But anyway, here we are. All good. Yay! It's National Dimples Day. Who wants to explain to Ramesh what dimples are? Dimples. When you smile and you got the little dimples. There's little dimples on your face. And babies have them on their butts. So it's National Dimples Day. If you know somebody over there, you just run up to them and go, "Hi, it's National Dimples Day." And then walk away until they freak them out. You have dimples on your butt, Terry? I bet you do. That's just cellulite. And it's not attractive on a 60-year-old man. Good morning, Alex. Thank you for joining us. Oh, random was Terry. Well, we got Discord for that. So let's get Ramesh a dictionary. We'd have to order it in India through Amazon/India or whatever and have it sent to him, because otherwise they'll charge him $50 for it. He's got the internet. He's got Google. He can look it up. Christy's here. Michael's here. Everybody's here. It's great. But it's National Dimples Day. Everybody remembers. I want to jump into this one story real quick. Everybody remembers, well, I wouldn't say everybody, but a majority of people remember who Mary Lou Retton is. She's the gymnast who won like 4 gold medals in the Olympics, was a huge national treasure for the Olympics, I think in the 80s. Big hit, awesome, but now she is 57 years old. She has an oxygen tank, and she got arrested for a DUI. Talk about life going downhill. I don't know. But anyway, let's get this guy here. Boop, and we'll put him in timeout for about, 5 minutes. Boop, there we go. But anywho, little bitty gymnasts. Yeah, she was the one that won 4 gold medals. So they called her a national treasure, and now she's getting arrested for DUI. She had evidently a bunch of these little single-shot liquor and wine bottles with the caps off of them, just littered all over the passenger seat of the car. Because when they're small, you can't see them, right? And yeah. I know. Wow, Mary Lou Retton. She didn't even. What was the one ice skater that busted the knees of the other ice skater? Nancy Nancy something. I'm getting closer to 5K. Yeah, just takes a little bit of time. They say that people who get into the celebrity spotlight you get this high, you get all this attention, and everybody's focused on you, and everybody's excited about you, and you get your face on a cereal box or whatever else goes on, and then just slowly you kind of just fade off into the horizon, and then you're like, well, now I got to work at Walmart and tell people to have a nice day. Thanks for visiting Walmart. I got 4 gold medals hanging on my house. What am I going to do now? I mean, she could have opened her own studio and trained other little girls how to do gymnastics or something like. I don't know what her history is, but evidently it went downhill. Tonya Harding, that's the one. What kind of coffee I'm drinking? It's black coffee. Jittery Joe. It's a little coffee place here in Athens, Georgia. Tonya Harding, Lansing Carrington. So, and then you wonder, they had their 15 minutes of fame. I think one of them was in the news again. The one that actually did the violence or something. She got out of jail, or I don't know what happened to her. It's not some weird story. It's always some kind of drama. I don't know. But yeah, and that same thing like childhood stars and stuff. They get all that money, and then they get in their 20s. They don't know how to handle themselves, and they turn into complete weirdos. I'm sure you guys can name a couple in the chat if you wanted to. But yeah, coffee with black beans. That's it. Yeah, I get a can of black beans. I drain all the sauce out of it, and I make coffee out of it. That's it. You got me. Sumatra coffee this morning. That sounds nice. This is just their regular blend. I don't think it's Sumatra, but I've had Sumatra. It's very nice. I just got this one because, like I said, it's a local coffee shop. They roast it here in town. I kind of like to support that. I don't want to get Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or some of them other places, But it's good coffee. It's good stuff. I like it. Yay. Have it every morning. It's awesome. And like the sign says, coffee loves you too. There you go, right? You drink black tea? Well, yeah. You don't put any honey or anything inside your tea, or milk, as the British do. It is, eh? What a little drip of milk inside my tea. There you go. Let's go on to the next little story real quick, unless you guys have something else you want to add to it. I used to put sugar in my coffee a long time ago. Long time ago. I don't do that anymore. Like I said, I got employed. Really didn't have condiments for your coffee. Learned how to drink it black. So, that's just how it went. Get a little lemon in your tea. Little ass of beans, then poops them out. Yeah, I've heard about that. Well, that'll help clean you out, Dustin. That's good. And then you can return it back to the animals that eat them and poop them, and people collect the poop beans. Somebody must have fell on hard times to figure that one out. Oh man, I want some coffee so bad, but that little critter up there ate them all. Oh, he ate all my coffee beans. Wait, I can go to his poop. Maybe I can salvage some of the beans and make coffee again. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Then somebody's beside him at the campfire going, dude, you really want coffee that bad? Hell yeah, man, I gotta have my coffee. And when that little critter shits, I'm gonna go after it. Oh, man. You like coffee like you like your men. Hot, black, and bitter. Well, there you go. Salvage the corn. They eat the corn so it comes out whole, just wash it off and eat it again. That's disgusting. I can't believe I'm talking about this right now. It's early in the morning. We're supposed to have good conversation. And we've gone downhill so bad. People have got our poll up here. Nobody wants to picnic during the summer. Go swimming, couple people hiking. The rest of us just want to stay inside because it's so flipping hot out. And the humidity is insane. Insane. What's our forecast going to be for today, Raw Mission Random? On a scale of 1 to 10, how good is Wednesday going to be for us here and the rest of the world, since you've already experienced it? And Terry can give us our traffic report. You have a flat tire in your trailer? Oh, lovely. I remember going down the highway, the interstate, and this truck was coming past me, and the back wheels of the trailer were beside my car as it was passing me, and one of them exploded. And it scared. I thought I was being shot by a tank or something, and I almost drove off the road. It was the loudest, most unexpected, insane sound to have while you're just listening to the radio, chilling, going down the road. La, 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 la. Boom! I mean, it was insanely huge explosion, and the shrapnel of the tire just flew all over the interstate. People were swerving. It was and you had a sound. It was horrible. It was crazy. It was insane. Uh oh. Random said it's a 7 out. He started off 1 out of 10. Whew. I'd be like, yeah, that'd be. We don't want a 1 out of 10 day, but a 7 out of 10 is not too bad. We'll take a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Boiled corn with masala, salt, spice, lemon. Huh. 7.5. See, this forecast thing's pretty good. I think so. Yesterday was pretty good, and we said it was like an 8 out of 10, didn't we? So there you go. You guys are going to have a pretty decent day today, including myself. So that's good, right? But exploding tires on the interstate. It only happened once, and it just happened to be right beside my car when it happened. And it scared the out of me. So yeah. But it was insane. Insane. But we got a really good story today I want to share with you guys as well. We all are, well, I say a majority of us are aware of the floods in Texas that swept away a lot of innocent lives. People, little kids and stuff at camps and things like that. And this guy right here from the Coast Guard, and he didn't get much attention at first, but he's getting it now. He was in his helicopter, and they rescued 165 people from the floods. Flying around, picking them out, and saving 165 people. Potentially 165 people that would have otherwise died. He saved them from that flood. That whole flood thing in Texas is horrible. It's just a horrible story altogether. But you can find some heroic things that happen. You can see the good in people come out to do the extra work that needs to be done to save lives. And this guy, what was his name? I didn't catch his name. Let's go to the top of the story. Didn't give his name. Petty Officer Scott Ruskin. He's a rescue swimmer. That's what he trained for in the Coast Guard and everything like that. He's from New Jersey. Yep. So he saved 165 people. That's insane. That's amazing and awesome that he was able to save that many lives. So kudos to him. Kudos to him. I'm trying to catch up with some of the comments over here. Yeah, let's see here. It's raining really bad in India. Wow. Yeah, you got to buy a canoe. Get him a canoe. I think a canoe would be more hilarious than a regular boat. A rescue swimmer. Can imagine doing all that and saving 100. That's, yeah, the stamina you would have to have. I don't know. It doesn't really go into that. He flew to the camp in a helicopter. He saw a crowd of about 200 kids at a campsite. And they went in and got as many people as they can. He was interviewed by CNN. I don't know. I guess he put the thing in autopilot, rescued him, got back and flew it again. I don't know how he does it all by himself. Maybe he was in the chopper and he lowered the hoist down to the people. They strapped themselves up and he just had a switch and pulled it. I don't know. I'm speculating at this point, but if he flew the chopper and rescued people all by himself, that's freaking insane. It takes a team, yeah. I don't know. It doesn't say anything in the story. I'm sure if you went elsewhere, like CNN or something like that, that interviewed him, you probably get more detail than what I'm getting. I'm just looking at this from the Good News Network website. So they didn't specify how many people were in the helicopter, any other people that like went down on the hoist or flew the helicopter around. Yeah, it's a team. To the chopper. Get to the chopper now. So yeah, but it's still, kudos to him. And some people don't want the spotlight. You're like, I was just doing my job. This is what I signed up for in the Coast Guard. I don't need publicity. I'd rather not comment. There are a few people like that. Just like tell the camera people, look, please step back. I was doing my job. I don't want to be in the newspaper. I respectfully decline. Things like that. And then, not that this guy was like, look at me, I saved 165 people. He was probably the spokesman of the group that was willing to talk to the press. Again, I'm speculating. I don't know. But you are right, Dustin. I wasn't even thinking about that the first time I read the story. But I guess they felt like somebody had to say something in the crew, and this guy's like, fine, I'll talk to him. But if we researched it, we'd probably find out some other names. Probably listed the names at least, But, so yeah. There you go. Good news of the day. Dimples and helicopter pilots. But Mary Lou Retton gets drunk in her car. I had the weirdest dream last night. I'll tell you this real quick. I had like these little bugs underneath my skin in my hands. And I could see them, little wiggly bugs underneath the skin and they were actively moving around underneath the skin of my hands. And I, of course, obviously freaking out. And I don't remember much more about the dream than that. But they like tried to cut them open and they got out and they were like getting on other people. It was like apocalypse, some kind of, end of world doomsday thing or something. And I was the first infestation of these things. I don't know. It was totally weird and bizarre. But I just like kept walking around trying to get somebody to help me with these little bugs that were crawling underneath my skin. Little black wormy looking things. I don't know. It was totally weird. I don't have bed bugs. I got a brand new bed. I don't have any bed bugs. I don't think I've ever had bed bugs, which is good. I don't want them. But yeah, it was pretty gross. And then like when they sliced open the skin to try to, take them out, they like jumped out. I don't know. It's a dream. It's not. I don't know if it's supposed to make sense. Maybe a part of me is jumping out into the world through the internet. It's a metaphor. I'm infesting other people with my my skin bugs. I don't know. Robert's doing pretty good. He doesn't hang around with me. Blah, blah. He doesn't hang around with me much when I'm doing these podcasts anymore. He kind of just hangs out for a minute beforehand, give him some pets and attention. We had breakfast and all this other good stuff, and now he just goes off into the other room and chills. Sweetie's doing fine. She's all happy and excited to see me this morning, as she is every morning. Gave her food and petted her and stuff like that. I am the worm. I get accused for fishing bait. That's how big they were. Robert! Hold on a second, so I don't whistle into the microphone. Robert! There he is. Come here. Come up here. Ugh. Get your head up here. Hey, I'm Robert. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm a big baby. I'm a big baby German Shepherd. I'm 80 pounds and I want to sit in your lap. He's half of his body's in my lap right now. Oh, good Robert. What's the matter, big boy? You big baby? Look at this guy. Look at this. Just in my lap. He sniffs the keyboard stuff. And, yeah. There's Robert. Hey, see the camera? See the camera? Good old Robert. I'm Robert. What's the coolest bird I've seen in real life? I can't think of the name of it now. Kingfisher. It was a kingfisher bird I saw when I went camping a couple years ago. And it squawked and screamed and did all kinds of stuff, and it was jumping into the river and like snatching fish, and I was hiking at the time, so that was pretty cool. Um, he's right here behind me. You'll have to replay the whole video now, Terry, to find out what happened to Robert. Kingfisher's really good. I do like the different woodpeckers I have on my bird feeder. I have gay woodpeckers, according to Terry. And I don't know. My favorite is the American goldfinch. I like it a lot. But I only saw one fleeting this spring. I guess he was migrating. He just kind of passed through, just happening, go across my yard, ate a few seeds, and just kept on going. Um, I know that where I was living before, there were a couple. Now I've heard it a couple of times here in town. It has a very distinct chirp, and so, but I haven't seen it much this year. But American goldfinch, I think they're really cute, and they have a very distinct call, and the way they fly is kind of unique as well. So yeah, pretty neat. One more little story we got going on here. We can got all you Bob Dylan fans. July 9th, 1962, folk singer Bob Dylan walks into a studio and records a song that would make him a star, Blowing in the Wind. And then he would proceed to mumble the rest of his songs throughout his career. You like the owl and the raven? I have a red-winged hawks in the area. Yep. There's a couple of them. They may have moved on because I really haven't heard them lately. But in the spring, there are like 2 or 3 of them hanging around for a few weeks. The red-winged hawks. So yeah, those are some I wouldn't say they're vicious, but they are predators. Pretty wild looking. Terry's America bald eagle. America, yeah. I've never seen a bald eagle. No, I take that back. I did see one in captivity that had like a bum wing, and that it wouldn't heal right, so he couldn't fly. So this like animal rescue just there's a little miniature zoo type thing, north side of Athens, Sandy Springs Rescue or something like that. Maybe we can go down there this weekend. I didn't even think about that. Take Robert for a walk around the little park and see the little animals. I think they had a bald eagle in there, and he kind of just sat there. You know, it's like, I can't fly anymore. My wings busted. I don't know. So, and they got some other. It's super small little animal rescue type / zoo thing. And but yeah, I just thought of that. Can't believe I hadn't thought about it sooner. Yeah. Wedge-tailed eagles in Australia are massive. They'll eat your bald eagle as a snack. So basically, you have pterodactyls there. Just say you have pterodactyls, random. You got dinosaur birds out here in Australia. You got dinosaur everything down there. It's all weird and stuff. That's all my notes for today. Then I'll wad this up, and I throw it on the ground, and Robert shreds it, and leaves me a pile of shredded material. So he destroys the evidence for me. I don't need a paper shredder. I got Robert. And he spits out the pieces of paper. There's a little pile of shredded paper. I tried to buy him a new toy as well, and squeeze little ball. It's orange again, and looks like the bigger ones had the squeaky thing in them. They're a little bit tougher, harder to squeeze and chew on. They don't want anything to do with them. Sweetie and Robert, like, done. And the 2 that I did have that did squeak, they've totally destroyed them. I need to get them new ones soon. I can get those at Tractor Supply. So I don't know. Hopefully they don't run out, because it's the one toy they actually like. Malcolm loves a kissing parrot. I don't know if I ever had a kissing parrot. I named them both. Sweetie's a black lab that was wandering around, and she lives up to her name. She's just a little sweetheart. She's not little, but she's a really old black lab. She's just chilling, you know. and she's very kind and sweet. She does it where she was before. There were cats all around. She would not try to chase any cats. She just walks along, minds her own business, loves to be petted. She'll lay on her back when she'd rub her belly, that type of thing. She's super chill. And then Robert, I just named him Robert. I didn't want him to be Sparky or something like that. Um, and I just chose Robert. I don't know. It just came to me, and I said, "That's what your name gonna be." There you go. Robert is named after Terry. Oh, really? That's what I named it. I was like, I know a trucker somewhere. I'm gonna name my dog after this mysterious trucker guy. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Really, Terry? I don't think that's how it went down. Maybe it was. Maybe it was fate. Mm-hmm. It's wishful thinking on Terry's part, that's for sure. Your middle name doesn't. Nobody's middle name counts. You kidding me? There's Liz. Good morning, Liz. How you doing? How are the youngsters and all that other good jazz? Are they asleep? Are we supposed to be quiet right now? I don't know. We don't want to wake the kids up. She's got to have her cup of coffee first. Liz does a little live stream after my live stream. She was kind enough to schedule hers after mine. So you can check her out. She's really cool. Very positive vibes coming from her as well. Um, she does like positive affirmations and things like that, and her little kids are just wild and crazy and cute at the same time. So you might want to check her out. Yeah, check all these other people out too. What else you guys want to talk about? We got a couple minutes left. I gotta check out that zoo and see if it's still open. Let's check it out and see. I'm sure it is. Sandy Creek Nature Center. It opens at 8:30. They got a little indoor thing. There's some trails to hike on. People are showing all the little trails. They have. They're not going to show all the animals and stuff. Maybe they got rid of the animals. It's just like a walking park trail now. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been there. Support the nature center. Plan your visit. They got Frog Pond Shop. They have a Halloween jog. They sell birdseed there. I might have to get my birdseed there. I don't know. I've been buying it from Tractor Supply. If it's not insanely expensive, I don't know. Some people get the nerve to just selling this stuff for insane amounts, you know. Malcolm ain't cute. You know what, Terry? I'm going to put you in a 10-second timeout. Terry's going in a 10-second timeout. There we go. Are you in Florida right now? And there's Aaron. Where's Aaron? I don't see Aaron. Timeout Terry and his tights. Tiny tights. Timeout Terry with his tiny tights. We love giving Terry. He's the old 60-year-old fart in here. So I'm not the oldest one, and we like to give him a hard time. Okay, so you're going to Indiana now. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, you like the attention, Terry. Don't try to play games. play the victim. My name's Terry and they're picking on me. Come on. You're a big tough guy. I mean, you have to be if you're wearing tights all the time. Or stretchy britches, as he likes to call them. Well, guys, that's the end of my time almost. Again, I have my email in the description of the video. coffeewithmalcolm@gmail.com. If you see, hear a story that's uplifting and positive and you want to share it, email it to me. And we can bring it onto the show and talk about it. I'd love to get some stories from you guys, too. Make it fun and more interactive. So thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that other good jazz that goes along with YouTube. And I look forward to seeing you guys maybe tonight. I don't know if I'll go live tonight or not, and definitely tomorrow morning if nothing else. So talk to you guys later. Bye.